In late August 2025, Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro stood before cameras holding a sleek, foldable smartphone. He tilted it in the light, unfolded it dramatically, and declared, "This is the most advanced phone in the world, the most secure cell phone I've ever used, and I believe it won't be tapped by any country." The device he was showcasing was the Huawei Mate X6, China's newest foldable flagship. For Maduro, it wasn't just a piece of consumer technology, it was a symbol, a political statement, a sign of where his government's loyalties and technological aspirations now rest. But the question remains, is this phone truly the most secure smartphone on the planet, or is it just political theatre dressed up as tech diplomacy? That's what we'll talk in this report. The Huawei Mate X6 was not just another phone launch. Maduro claimed it was a gift from Chinese President Xi Jinping, a gesture that underscored Venezuela's alignment with Beijing at a time of heightened geopolitical strain. According to Maduro, the phone is so secure that it cannot be tapped by any country. That assertion resonates strongly in Venezuela, where fears of US surveillance and intervention have been recurring themes for years. For the government, presenting this phone as world secure is not just about personal safety, it's about projecting technological sovereignty. Maduro framed the device as proof that Venezuela could bypass Western technological dominance and instead rely on China's advances. His message was clear. Huawei is not just selling hardware, it is offering protection from foreign intrusion. The symbolism here is unmistakable. By showcasing this particular device, Maduro was signaling that Venezuela's communication and political networks were safe in the hands of Chinese innovation rather than vulnerable to American surveillance infrastructure. The Huawei Mate X6 itself is a feat of engineering. Weighing around 239 grams, it is designed as a foldable flagship with premium build quality. It carries an IPX8 water resistance rating, meaning it can withstand immersion in up to 2 meters of water under controlled conditions. This isn't unusual for premium smartphones, but it underscores Huawei's focus on durability and reliability. The phone is powered by Huawei's latest Kirin chipset, built using advanced semiconductor processes despite US sanctions that restrict the company's access to Western-designed chips. It supports 66-watt wired charging, 50-watt wireless charging, and even 7.5-watt reverse wireless charging, positioning it among the fastest charging foldables in the world. From a durability standpoint, the Mate X6 incorporates strengthened materials, including improved frame construction and tougher glass layers to withstand daily use and folding mechanisms. These features reinforce Huawei's claim that the Mate X6 isn't just a showpiece, it's a functional, high-end device. Yet none of these hardware elements automatically equate to security in the sense Maduro claims. Water resistance, fast charging, and durable glass may protect against accidents, but not against digital surveillance or interception. The true security question lies in the phone's software. The Mate X6 runs on Huawei's Harmony OS, Huawei's answer to Android after Google mobile services were cut off due to sanctions. Harmony OS is often described as a multi-kernel system. It combines a traditional base with a microkernel used for sensitive tasks such as biometric data management and encryption. Huawei emphasizes that Harmony OS separates critical security functions into isolated environments. For instance, fingerprint authentication or payment verification may be handled by a lightweight, highly controlled microkernel environment rather than the general operating system. This architecture can, in theory, reduce vulnerabilities by limiting the scope of potential attacks. Additionally, Huawei integrates a privacy center and security center into EMUI, its user interface on top of Harmony OS. These features allow users to track app permissions, control access to sensitive information, and enable advanced privacy protections such as image privacy, which removes metadata like location before sharing pictures. The Mate X6 also benefits from Huawei's monthly security patch schedule, which provides regular updates to address vulnerabilities. On paper, this commitment to patching demonstrates Huawei's effort to keep its devices aligned with global security standards. Despite these features, serious questions remain. Unlike dedicated secure phones, such as devices used by governments and defense contractors, the Mate X6 has not undergone rigorous independent third-party audits to verify its security claims. Its marketing as secure is largely self-proclaimed. Moreover, Huawei's reputation is deeply polarized. For years, US and allied governments have accused the company of maintaining ties with Chinese state security and suggested its infrastructure products could be used for espionage. While no definitive public evidence has proven intentional backdoors in Huawei's consumer smartphones, the suspicion remains strong. Other concerns include Huawei's opaque update mechanisms and the company's decision to restrict bootloader access since 2018, limiting user transparency and independent auditing. In contrast, devices marketed as ultra-secure, such as the Black Phone or Purism's Librem, are built around open-source code and independent verifiability, characteristics the Mate X6 lacks. Thus, while the Mate X6 may include standard consumer-grade security features and even some innovative architecture, there is no confirmation that it is immune to surveillance or interception. To put the Mate X6 in perspective, it helps to compare it with devices designed specifically for security. Silent Circle's Black Phone was once marketed as the gold standard for privacy. The Black Phone incorporated encrypted messaging, hardened Android builds, and services designed to prevent metadata tracking. Librem 5 by Purism was built around open-source Linux. It includes hardware kill switches for the microphone, camera, and wireless radios, features that prioritize transparency over convenience. Boeing Black is a defense-grade device designed to self-destruct if tampered with, used exclusively by government agencies. Against these examples, the Mate X6 looks less like a fortress and more like a conventional premium smartphone. It is powerful, durable, and capable, but its world-secure branding is not backed by the same specialized measures as dedicated security-first devices. So, is Maduro's Huawei Mate X6 truly the world's securest smartphone? The answer depends on how we define secure. If we are speaking about resilience to water damage, battery protection, or privacy features that rival Apple's or Samsung's flagships, then yes, the Mate X6 can be considered highly capable. But if we interpret secure in the geopolitical sense, protected against foreign interception, immune to surveillance, and fully trusted across the globe, the claim falls short. There is no independent evidence that the Mate X6 surpasses its competitors in cybersecurity, and with Huawei's reputation clouded by geopolitical mistrust, labeling it as the world's securest phone becomes more of a political statement than a technical fact. For Maduro, the Mate X6 represents more than just a device. It symbolizes Venezuela's strategic ties with China, its defiance of US pressure, and its vision of technological independence. In this sense, the Mate X6 is less about security and more about symbolism. The phone's appearance in Maduro's hand raises fascinating questions about the intersection of technology, politics, and security. Can a consumer device ever truly be the world's most secure smartphone? Or are such claims destined to be more about geopolitics than actual protection? We invite you to share your thoughts. Would you trust the Huawei Mate X6 with your most sensitive data? Or do you believe that in today's interconnected world, no smartphone can ever be completely secure?